Interesting quick facts about the Assyrian history part 2. Did you know that the Hanging Gardens of Babylon weren't actually in Babylon, but in Nineveh? Let's break this down. The Hanging Gardens of Babylon are one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and they are traditionally thought to be built by King Nebuchadnezzar II in the 6th century BC as a gift to his wife, Amytis, who was homesick for the beautiful vegetation and mountains of her native homeland. However, this is not correct because after many archaeological excavations that took place in the Assyrian city of Babylon in an attempt to find evidence or ruins of the gardens, however, they failed miserably, as there was no indication or evidence that support the existence of the gardens in that city. However, Stephanie Mary Daly, a British Assyriologist and scholar of the ancient Near East, proposed that the Hanging Gardens of Babylon were actually in Nineveh, as there is no archaeological evidence or any Babylonian records that spoke about the gardens or mentioned their existence. This idea that was suggested by Mary would change all the proportions, making the great Assyrian king Sennacherib the creator of the gardens, therefore pushing the creation date of the gardens approximately 100 years back. This change was very valid as after new translations of Assyrian cuneiform tablets that reveal a connection of King Sennacherib to the Hanging Gardens, as he mentions bronze screws that raised the water, much like the Archimedes screw. However, this proves that the Archimedes screw wasn't actually created by Archimedes but by the Assyrians, as these Assyrian texts that mention the screw were written before the existence of Archimedes himself. Now, this idea is proven to be correct, as after archaeological excavation that took place in Nineveh this time, which revealed extensive aquatic systems, drawing water far away from the mountains. There is even an incredible Assyrian bas-relief that depicts the great Sennacherib standing in a high point, completely surrounded by a massive garden that was part of his palace, in which it contained majestic trees and plants that were well irrigated as water plundered from the horizons. Sennacherib is also quoted calling his new palace and garden a wonder for all peoples. Now, the reason behind this confusion is thought to have been driven by the name of Nineveh, as after Sennacherib's conquest of Babylon, Nineveh's name was changed to New Babylon, leading the ancient historians into a trap that made them misapply the correct name of the location on accident.